Queen of Knives, a new movie that's been receiving awards on the festival circuit, is having its Las Vegas premiere at the Beverly Theater on Tuesday, June the 18th. Now, filmmaker and star of the dramedy Gene Pope will be there for the screening and taking part in a Q&A afterwards. But before that, he's chatting with us. Good morning, Gene. How are you?
Good morning, Elliott. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So tell us about Queen of Knives. What makes it such a relatable film to everyday families?
Well, let's put it this way. 50% of the married people in the United States end up being divorced. That's an astounding number. I didn't realize that, but that's what it is. And once we've gone through something like that, it's a little bit like a midlife crisis. And so that was the basis. And it was something that I went through as well. So that was the basis with my writer, Lindsay Joy, and I for the prequel of Queen of Knives, which was called King of Knives. But this movie stands alone, which is Queen of Knives. And it's about similar things, though. It's about midlife and some of the things that happen to a family that lives in Brooklyn. And so it's a very citified kind of family, and they think they're cool and stuff like this. And even though there's some things that are a little bit dramatic about what's going on, it's actually meant to be a comedy because, and it isn't like knock your eyes out comedy, slapstick. It's just the comedy that creates like guffaws in the audience here and there, which I love to see from the back of the theater. It's like there's a laugh over here, and then there's a laugh over here, and everybody's connecting with it. And then by the time we get to the dinner scene, then everybody's involved, and the whole theater starts to erupt every so often. And it's just so gratifying to see people reacting so well to a story that hasn't been told this way in a while.
So you got to work on this film with your actual daughter, Roxy Pope, where she plays your on-screen daughter too. So how was that experience?
I'll tell you, it was easy for us, and the reason is that we both ended up going to 2-year conservatories, acting conservatories in New York City at different places at the same time. And so when we were done with that, we decided, okay, let's do a couple little test films, right? Little tiny things that nobody was ever going to see. So in one of them, she was a drug addict, I was an abusive father, and if we could go through that and not have a problem with each other, we knew we could go through anything. But we can do that. You know, there's the professional robe you put on when you're on camera, and then there's the relationship you have off the camera. And one might affect the other in certain ways in terms of your experience as a father and a daughter, and they do. But when it all comes down to it, it's all about the script, and that's what we concentrate on when we're on the set.
Yeah, talking about the script, you co-wrote the screenplay. So are there any parallels between you and your character?
Well, you see, under normal circumstances, I would say no comment. But the truth of the matter is what the origin of this story came from Lindsay and I literally sitting down, going out to dinner in the city, and just sitting down and talking about our experiences with midlife issues, with our parents, with my things that happened to me in my life. And we didn't copy any of that because why? You know, it's actually funnier when you rewrite the story so that it works with an audience as opposed to an interview like we're having. You know, so that's what we did. We did it until the restaurants closed. I mean, the chairs were going upside down and everything, and we're like, I think we have to continue this next week. And we did this for a year and a half, and that's how the script came about.
You decided to screen the film here in Las Vegas. Why did you make that decision?
Well, we're going to cities all over the United States because there's a resurgence now in people coming to theaters to see movies. And this is one of those movies that really works on the screen. I mean, it just kind of envelops you. And it was shot that way. John Delgado did an incredible job just shooting all these scenes and setting them in what Brooklyn is. So that's why it works so well in the theater. And it's like, it works at home too, digitally. But when it's on that big screen and you're there with a whole bunch of other people and you're all looking at it and you realize that you're sharing the same humor, you're sharing the same uh-oh moments, there's something to be said for that I don't think you can replace easily.
No, it's true, Gene. Thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. And to learn more about the free movie screening, go to queenofknivesfilm.com.